What are your strengths? I have three awesome methods to identify your strength. But guys, method number three is advanced secret. Let's start with method number one. Carefully select and use self-assessment tools. Self-evaluations tools substantially enable you to make sense of and arrange your strengths and flaws. Profiles that emerge from your responses assist you to determine where it would be deal to spend your effort and attention to increase your knowledge and expertise. The previously called values in action survey is now recognized as a via character strengths. Despite the name change, it maintains that every individual, regardless of culture or nation, has varied degrees of 24 characters qualities that represent the finest of our personalities. Character strengths are described by researchers and psychologists. Be positive trait like qualities for thinking, feeling and acting in ways that benefit oneself and others. The VIA Institute built a survey on a solid foundation of research revealing how focusing on strength has several benefits. Increase in self-reported assessment of life satisfaction, improved workplace efficiency and decrease the personal turnover, higher self-esteem, drive, goal attainment and feeling of direction. As the UVIA is a self-report instrument, it's vital to understand that your top strengths are those you determine to be such in amongst your other traits. These strengths are not regarded as strengths in compared with other persons. Method number two, test yourself. Yes, guys, testing oneself is something we seldom do. We don't naturally seek for chances to have our talents, abilities, and personality attributes examined. However, this is what will provide us the cleanest discovery and acknowledgement of our talents and flaws. Put yourself through a number of examinations that test you in numerous ways. Skill based, personality and attributes, breadth and the depth of applied knowledge, etc. Consciously and purposefully placing yourself in situations to test your abilities and knowledge has a significantly better possibility of helping you solve your inadequacies. Taking this method is not only deliberate and focused, but it is also tremendously satisfying. When you start exercising and recognizing improvements you are aiming to, when you always have the opportunity to just see how things go, there are negatives to letting things spontaneously unfold. You lose out one possibility to reduce emotional and mental pain developing when your deficiencies are recognized and accentuated. You deny yourself the capacity to walk into the possibilities and experiences you actually desire. You overlook chances to identify and capitalize on your skills. You stay still and trapped. Your attitude keeps experiencing a diminished agency of control to influence negative situations. Therefore, you plunge yourself into workouts to test yourself, assess your expectations. Just as you might feel validated and have your self esteem reinforced, anticipate and also that you can feel challenged, dissatisfied, ashamed, or humiliated. Build assistance from multiple resources. Share with individuals you trust, qualified and unqualified, what you are doing and how you are testing yourself, and what you may be fearful of. You don't have to treat it the sensitive journey of understanding your talents and flaws alone. Sharing your experiences and finding with others helps you consolidate any lesson you learn and minimize the weight of emotional and mental distress that might develop in the testing process. Also, select deliberately when and how you are going to test yourself. You don't need to accomplish them all at the same time. Too much input may be cognitively and emotionally draining. Personal development activity is most successful when done is bunches with time and space to relax in between. As your awareness increases around your strengths and shortcomings, allow yourself time to embrace and get comfortable with what you have just found. Give yourself time to ponder and adopt to changes you may consider making. One by one, address those changes. Method number three, consult qualified, trusted individuals. When we are asked to explain the qualities we perceive in our friends, it's a pretty straightforward job to complete. However, when asked to conduct this exercise for ourselves, our list of flaws tends to carry significantly more weight than our strengths. The concept we are our own greatest and frequently harshest critics rings true. Conversely, the Dunning Kruger effect might also be at play. You can believe you are better than you actually are. Founder of money management business My Budget, Tammy Barton outlines how while doing performance assessment with her staff, there are noticeable discrepancies between men and women. Women underreported their expertise, conveyed weaker self-efficiency, and aimed for lower objectives than males. With males, she noticed more reports suggestive of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Because of these, sometimes unconscious basis we have receiving input from individuals and equipped to provide your feedback is vital. After all, you would not seek for guidance on how to operate a company from someone who has never run a business, nor would you ask your dentist to evaluate your heart's condition. Finding the correct authority who can assist us build a deeper insight into our strengths and flaws involves a few stages of due diligence. Find people you feel could be competent authority to aid you and investigate them. Check the integrity of their training, skills, experience, and track record. Be aware of testimonials since they might be staged, fraudulent, and inauthentic. Ask yourself whether the authority could have a goal in addition, helping you uncover your strengths and limitations. If you have the chance to create an early relationship with the individuals you want input from, take time to do this so you can sense whether or not you believe you can trust their comments. Getting constructive input from others is not always as easy as it might appear. Sometimes hiding an objective third party is a required step. We must realize that others have their own prejudices, conscious and unconscious. They perceive the world through a different lens than us, therefore, the chances of projection is pretty high. A flaw they identify in you may not be weakness in the perspective of others who are wise, competent to offer you the same input. Search to compile input from a few different competent sources and look for similar patterns and topics. Don't stop at one source. Also, prevent cross contamination of input you have gotten from one source to another. You want as clean and impartial understanding about your strengths and limitations as you can acquire. This manner, you will have not only a larger scope of evaluation, but also a more complete one that is will be more accurate. Final thoughts is that can individuals change Hopefully, by now, you think that they can. If you have a feeling of dedication and tenacity, transformation is achievable with any life events. Start small, make precise objectives, and don't wait to get started. You will show